Hello again there, Human Tribe. Dried Moss here with a review of the LEGO Legends of Chima Tribal Battle Game. Knew this set was coming to the New York Toy Fair, was previewed there. These are buildable board games. Heroica, Ninjago, LEGO City have all done board games inside those respective series and those product lines. This is inside the Chima universe. Tribal conflict to collect chi, plan where you're going to send your warriors. Will the next chi fall in the territory that you control? And the first player to collect 8 chi wins the total game. So this looks like a territory control. Really nice looking game. I'm really excited about playing games in this universe. Alright, so let's open up this battle game and take a look inside. Alright, so all opened up and organized based off the construction manual. This is the LEGO Legends of Chima Tribal Battle Game. Total of 219 pieces. Comes with all the pieces you see here, and it comes with the construction manual and the gameplay manual. So let's go ahead and construct, see what this thing is and how it plays. Alright, all constructed. This is the LEGO Legends of Chima Battle Game. 219 pieces. It is a nice looking game. It also looks very expandable to me. We all know from the front of each one of the LEGO Legends of Chima construction set boxes, you can see a representation of the lion, you can see a representation of the croc and the gorilla. This one only has a lion on it, so being able to expand off of this is very easily. You could easily take any of your LEGO Legends of Chima construction sets and add to this and expand this game. So it does have play figures for the croc tribe, the eagle tribe, and the lion tribe. It does have that familiar bouncing dice. It has 22 of the chi, which you use to fall through the center of the floating island, and then they fall into the territories. Alright, let's take a look at the set. Alright, so you can see that we have a nice representation of Mount Kavora, the floating island there. And each one of the territories, you've got the chi representing each one of those territories. And then each one of the tribes comes with the chi disc and then the warriors. And those are the sets that you're going to be using for the game. So really nice build. The clear pieces there make the island look as if it were floating. And then you'll actually drop a chi there at the very top, amongst other things, as you're playing the game. So it looks, the base itself is really nice. Most board games that you play aren't going to have this kind of a 3D element, so that's very unique to LEGO itself. That you can expand off of that, but really nice looking set. So let's see how we play the game. Alright guys, this is a pretty fun game. Now let's talk about the basics. Youngest player usually goes first in LEGO games, and then you take turns clockwise. When it's your turn, you do two things. You roll the dice, carry out the action on the dice, and then you drop one of the chi from your chi pool. I've got an example of 6 out of the 22. And then you drop that chi into the top of Mount Kavora. That chi will fall down through the center and then randomly go into one of these 3 territories: the Southern Territory, Western Territory, or the Eastern Territory. Now, the objective of the game is the player who has 8 chi stacked into his chi disc is the winner. How do you capture the chi? The way that you capture the chi is by going through battles or getting specific rolls on the dice. Let's talk about the dice. So on the dice you have move ors, and then a raven attack. The moves are you take the number that is presented on the face of the dice and you move that number of warriors into the territories. If you roll a 2, that player will pick up 2 of their warriors, put them all into one territory, or distribute them among territories. If you get a move or, the player can move the number on the face or do a surprise attack. Attacks are where you pick up your chi. Also, if you do a move or skunk, the move or skunk will clear out players and chi, and nobody gets anything, or they can just move one of their warriors. And then the raven attack is a player can pick 1 chi from any territory, even if they do not occupy that territory. Alright, so let's go through a couple practice runs and we'll talk about each move. 1, 2, chi. Player 1 has rolled a 2. He will pick 2 of his warriors and distribute them among the territories. In this example, player 1 has decided to move 2 of his warriors into the southern territory. That's step 1. Step 2, the player will drop 1 chi into the top of Mount Gavora. That chi has fallen into the southern territory. Okay, now you see here where we've stacked the chi. You have not captured anything. The only way to capture is by having all 4 of your warriors in that territory, and that battle starts and you win it. Or you roll a surprise attack, and then you can win that chi with your warriors in it. Player 2. Player 2 rolls a move or surprise attack. In order to use the surprise attack, that player needs to have at least one of their warriors in the territory. Player 2 has only started the game. This is his first turn, so he will use the move portion of this die. Here, player 2 has decided to move his 2 warriors into the eastern territory. That's step 1. Step 2, drop 1 chi into the top of Mount Gavora. That chi has fallen down into the southern territory. We see that we've stacked the chi into that territory. Now, everybody's probably thinking, it's not as random as you thought it was, but now all the players are focused into this one area. There's only 2 warriors. Remember, there has to be 4 or the dice has to be rolled. But there are territories that are not occupied, so players might want to start moving to those, because then chi might start falling into the other direction. Now, I see that this player has 2 of his warriors in this territory. I'm going to take the stinky route, and I'm going to go ahead and move those 2 warriors back to the player 2. And you're going to remove the chi. Now, this was the starting chi, but that chi now goes into the chi pool. And again, after each move, drop the chi. This is dropped again into the southern territory. I know what you guys are thinking. Why is it not random? Trust me, these games will get random. Now everybody in the game is now focused on this center. So now this chi is built up so high, everybody wants to go into this one to battle it out. So everybody's going to be moving their players. So this is actually where the focus comes in. So just because everything is falling into here, that's actually a good thing, because now players are wanting to battle over this territory. Okay, so player 2 has rolled a Raven attack. Now player 2 can decide to take 1 chi out of any of the territories. Now that I see that player 1, I'm going to use a little strategy here, and I'm going to make this possible reward a little less rewarding. So I'm going to take 1 chi off of that tower. Okay, so player 2 has decided to take the chi off the top of the 4 that used to be in that territory, and he's now put that onto his chi disc. So actually player 2 now has the highest score going into this game. And remember, the goal is to get 8 chi on your chi disc. Dropping 1 chi at the top. That chi has fallen into the eastern territory, and we're going to stack that up. Player 1. Player 1 has rolled 1, so he's going to move 1 of his warriors. So the player can decide to move warrior from in front of him, or he can decide to move one of his warriors from one territory to another territory. So now he's distributed out to multiple territories for a possible buildup of either one. But I think this player wants to go ahead and start getting towards that 4-on-1 territory, so you can start that battle and win that chi. Player 1 decides to have 3 warriors on territory to the south. And then dropping the chi, that chi goes into the southern territory. So again, focus is here on the southern territory. That's where people are most likely going to want to move. Player 2. Player 2 rolls a 3. I think player 2 is going to move all 3 of his warriors into the southern territory. Alright, so player 2 has moved all 3 of his warriors into the southern territory, so now we've sort of got a contested territory here. And then we're going to drop 1 chi. And that chi goes into the eastern territory. We're going to stack that up. Player 1. Player 1 has rolled a move or skunk attack. Player 1 is going to go ahead and decide to move 1 of his warriors into the southern territory. He has now engaged that battle. He has his 4 warriors in that territory, so he wins that battle. So player 1 will move all of the chi, remove all the chi and all of his warriors from that territory, stack the chi on his chi disc, take back his warriors and put them in front of him, and then the game will continue until somebody gets that 8 chi. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chi. This player, player 1, wins this epic battle. And again, there's different ways that you can play this game, and those are always in the instruction manual. I'll give you a quick look at those different ways that you can play. You can pause there and kind of get an idea of a different way to play. And again, here are the rules so that you guys can kind of understand how the whole thing plays out. I really enjoyed playing this game. It gets really heated when territories start stacking up. The game can take anywhere from 10 minutes to 25 minutes depending on how many players and then just how often you roll a good dice. The skunk is really a fun roll because you could clear out everything and pretty much start the game all over with only 1 chi or 0 chi in territory. So players start to kind of get worried and they start redistributing their warriors into different territories. So that is my review of the LEGO Legends of Chima Tribal Battle Game. I'm giving this a total ranking of 5 out of 6 chi, and that is respectable. This game can be expanded. I would have liked to have seen a couple more tribes. Hopefully this game gets expanded through LEGO itself, and they come out with gorilla figures, they come out with ravens, they come out with bears, they come out with wolves. They hope they even have a characters come out with the skunks. This game is fun. It can get really heated. Again, you can expand on it. I had a really good time. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Stay strong, human tribe. And now you can fight for the chi in a buildable board game. Okay, so you guys also might be wondering, what's this crowbar for? Some of the LEGO games that I played, and I've played the Ninjago game, and it came with a crowbar too. And the crowbar was really useful for taking out the gold pieces out of the chests that you would search for in that Ninjago game. So the crowbar in this case, again, is to help you if pieces aren't easily being or cooperating with you. So as you drop chi under the top of Mount Kavora, sometimes that chi will not fall into one of the territories. So again, I could use this because I made that just so I can use for a pointer, but the crowbar you can actually just kind of stick into the bottom of Mount Kavora and push the chi out that might get stuck at the base. Another version of the game will actually allow you to randomize where you put your warriors. So you might drop your warrior and then your warrior doesn't fall into any of the territories. So that's where this guy comes in. You can reach in there and kind of adjust it and then redo that drop. So that's what the use of the crowbar is for. Hope that clears anything up. I'm sure you guys probably already knew about that.